There, a little less crooked. Hi! I'm gonna wave like an idiot. Let's see who's here. Oh, quite a few of you. Oh my gosh, everybody got up early. Okay, so Torben was first and Albert was second. This is very important. If you're first, you have to let everyone know. And Albert, it's important that you rub it into Torben's face that Torben, it's important that you rub it into Albert's face that he just has to get here faster next time, especially when I'm so horrible at posting them early. So anyway, all hail the victorious Torben. He's started his kids on some very interesting Viking literature. Do you want to include the titles in the chat there, Torben? One of them has actually really cool pictures. They're kind of morbid looking pictures, and the one he sent me looks a lot like Karl, so I think I have to embroider it or something for when he turns 50. Oh, and Torben's making pancakes. And Leard is here. Hello, everyone. Kansas, 95. Holy crap. It's cold here today. I sound like I'm losing my voice, but it's pollen. So I'm back to my normal husky Gudvangen voice. Bergen, 13. Yeah, you're about the same as here then, 13 Celsius. Ish. Yeah, it's not cold, it's just, let's see, there's no sun cold. Oh, there's a mountain there, the sky is trying to peek through. So it was a little bit sunny for a second and then it went away. So Karl is making a day plan tomorrow, so while he's waiting, I'm going to show you plants. Because things have been growing here since we've had rain last week. 14 degrees and windy where Perut is. It's kind of close to this. Heidi Liset is here about to turn to log. She's underwater and turned to log. That's kind of what it was. Vaishak is here. 46 degrees. Holy crap, that's Celsius. Okay, yeah, I'm not visiting you anytime soon. Oh my God, you're going to need like, find some water and go under it. It might be a little bit cooler. Pancakes and podcast recording, best Saturday ever. We like it. Lyra says, I'm going backwards now. Finishing some tablet weaving and starting to remove the grass to plant my woad and weld garden. The woad is actually taken off here now, so I will show it to you. It's year 2 for the woad. Woad usually doesn't make it more than one here because the sheep, they like to go straight for the woad. So I'll have to show you because it's on year 2 now, but it's nothing compared to where Lyra is at. Let's see. And I think I might have caught up a little bit here. Does anybody know what the plant in the photo is? I will show it to you. I do actually know what it is. And I did a little reading on it. So this is the one in the photo. It gets very tall. Right now, if you can see ground level next to the fence there, it'll be taller than the fence easily. But you can see the leaves closer because that's actually what I thought I'd show you is the plants. This is not for dyeing colors. Now I'm hanging my ass over a fence just for you guys. I hope you're happy. Worms. No, I'm showing my ass off to the world. You want to see? So there I go, bending my ass over the fence and no even catches me. Do you have your needles on you? Pardon? Do you have your needles?
My needles are in the car.
If you want, you can show them. I got a bunch of needle binders online.
Okay.
Then I can show you a taste of what they look like. See, look at these.
It's...
they're bone with decoration on them.
Right.
So they're different than Rune's. If you want to, you can show them.
Well,
it's on YouTube now.
I'll have to pop out and get them then. I'll be back.
I'll be between here and there. So I'm pumping somebody else's needles now. I'm so sad. Yeah. No, they're different than yours though. Yeah. Yep, I'm on. So they want to know, and I'm going to ask you too. This plant here, the plant that I put on the cover. Yeah. Do you remember what the name of that is? No. I kind of have to say I checked it because this is the one that Lisa tells everyone to use as Band-Aids. Yeah. So if you get a cut on your finger or something, or a burn, you take one of those leaves, you crush it up, and then so it kind of gets juicy. Yeah. And then you wrap it around your finger, and that's your Viking Band-Aid.
Yeah. but you cannot use it for a long time because it causes cancer.
That's what I was gonna say. I read on that. Does Lisa know that?
Yeah, she told
She
me.
must know. Okay, yeah. Let me see. I'll turn this so we can see us. Okay, so that's what I was reading. So it's basically it's called a volute, which turns
Yeah.
out to be is comfrey in I'll see if anybody got it right. Camphry, I think is how you pronounce it. Camfrey. And you can use it. They actually used it very historically. So for quite a long time they would make poultices out of them or put them on broken bones. And if you had like mashed them up and put them over the broken bones, they would actually form like a cast. But in 2001 and then up to I think 2013, 15, and 18, they've even been posting more things that if you could ingest it too at one time too. But if you do too much of that, they don't recommend you ingest it. And if you use too much of it in contact with your skin, it actually has some sort of alkaloid in it that gives you liver toxicity.
Yeah.
But you knew that. You're so smart. How come I'm the stupid one in the village?
No, but Lisa told me because she put something on my finger here.
Did it heal? Oh God, when did you do that?
2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago. Oh,
And,
did it look like
she
it worked
said-
a little?
Yeah, well, it would. But I was
Don't
not.
tell her that.
No. Yeah, I told her. But she gave me a medicine that can give me cancer. That's the basic.
How's
of
your
it.
liver?
It's fine.
Is it feeling toxic?
I haven't asked for a while.
Would it be the plant or
No,
beer?
No, nothing.
Okay, so now you have to show these to Rune.
Yeah. Here's a bunch of needles.
This is Oyvind, by the way. I have to hold it this way because the
Yeah,
microphone's in the
because
front.
of this, I'm not going to participate in this YouTube anymore.
Bite me.
You're an expert.
He's a
No,
yeah, but you
Yeah,
got the
no, these
cheaper
are very
needles.
Nice. These are very nice.
You got the cheaper needles, Rune, but he's got the decorated ones, so his are more than yours. So you have the economy Viking class, and he's got the high end class.
No, these are very good. They're very pretty, and they are very
Yeah.
smooth and nice.
So he asked what I thought, and I thought, holy crap, these would be awesome for thin yarn and finished 2+2.
Yeah.
And you said you could also put a string in and
Yeah.
wear them
When
as,
they-
as
look.
a pendant.
Because of the size of them, because this is probably one of the bigger ones, actually. You had one that was even smaller.
You can even have it
This
in your
one is-
ear.
That's
Pretty
the one,
small.
yeah. And this one's got a little bend to it. But you could wear them as a little necklace and have it as an emergency room needle, I like to call it. If you get
right.
stuck in the emergency room and you have no needle, but you know you have like dental floss, you can needle bind.
Yeah, that's right. Toothpicks.
Yeah, you're gonna see them all. But you also make your beard things too. I saw you brought
Yeah,
those.
yeah. These, like this, for
Oops,
instance.
there we go. They can see.
So,
How do you do the ink on there, on the bone? to show
with a
another
sharp tool.
That was a short one too. With a sharp tool?
Yep.
You can barely even. Oh yeah, there's a little bit of a.
Oh yeah, and then
Texture.
you put beeswax blended with a little bit of soot.
Yeah, ash. Yeah.
Yeah,
Soot,
ash,
yeah,
not
soot
ash,
is
but
right.
soot.
Soot. Okay.
Yeah. And then you get the pattern to stand out.
These are cool. So you have to talk to Aylin and see if you can get these in the shop. Because they're different. I mean, you're not. I can't say. I actually can't pitch you two against each other because they're different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For example, I like longer needles, but that would actually be very good for finished 2+2. And also, you can't put fat yarn through those. Oh, you have a little groove in there too for the yarn.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can see that. Let's see if I can hold it up with one hand here. It's got a little groove for the yarn on one side. There, you can see it.
I think you were out of focus on.
I might
Yeah.
be. Yep. Should we
Yeah.
do it again?
Yeah.
A little bit further. Okay. And then, well, I was showing this part here on the top though. But yeah, you can see it there too.
And you got decoration on both sides.
And you're the Hemsedal Viking, I hear.
Yeah, the only one.
I know, I hear apparently every time they talk about a Viking. Oh, do you know Oyvind?
Yeah.
Every once in a while I have to go through I go through Hemsedal when I drive through, and every
Yeah,
time
of course.
sometimes I have my Viking clothes on and then go through the store and they ask me if I know Oyvind.
That's the way you have to go to get to the real world.
Yeah? To get to the real world. I go through the gate. No, the weather changes after Hemsedal.
Pardon?
The weather changes after Hemsedal too.
Going this way, yeah.
Yeah, then all of a sudden it's like
yeah.
raining. It was sunny on
Yeah.
2 weekends in a row. It was sunny and hot in Vestby. And then,
There's a range of mountain going all alongside the middle of Norway,
Yeah.
east and western side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is where the difference of the weather.
so shortly past, right after Hemsedal, you get to Hemsedal Mountain.
Yeah.
And then when you get to the other side of Hemsedal Mountain,
Yeah.
it's suddenly raining or
Yeah,
different.
then it's the western part weather.
I haven't seen the reindeer yet though. When do they come out?
Oh,
They come out in the morning,
they've the wild ones.
Yeah.
They're all gone.
Oh, what are the ones
Yeah,
I keep seeing?
because of the skrantesjuke or the
Yeah.
CVC.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah,
They,
some sort
they just wiped out the whole.
Some sort of disease?
herd.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And they're going to introduce them probably from a new start in after 5 years.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So the herd that's up there now, that's somebody who owns them?
That's the tame ones.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, they're very cuddly with my car.
Oh yeah. Right.
They won't move. I have to wait for them to clear the road and then they go.
Yeah.
No, but if I leave early in the morning and I'm up on Hemsedal Mountain around 9 o'clock in the morning or earlier, then I see them. But if I'm much later than that, I don't see them.
No.
They hide.
Yeah. You scared them off.
I did. Maybe my car works. No.
Could be.
No, I think it's just that I don't know, but I drove over that mountain so many times and I never saw them, but I realized it's because I'm driving at nighttime, so
Yeah.
that might be why. Or they were there and I just can't see.
I took Martin and Monica over to Hemsedal.
Yeah.
That's 3 years ago now.
Yeah.
And on the way over, they saw both reindeer and moose. So they were so happy.
Oh, yeah, okay, the moose is on my side of Norway, and then the deer are somewhere down here. Oh, I have to see, there's got a chat going here, so.
Hemsedal has a lot of moose.
Yeah?
Oh yeah, quite a lot.
Do they?
Going down towards Goal, there is a...
I did see one in the road between Hemsedal and Gool, yeah.
I think they shoot around some 50 moose
There we go.
every year
Oh, yeah.
to
yeah.
keep the
Lisa-
keep them down a little bit.
Yeah.
So because they tend to sort of graze on the young treetops.
Oh,
and
yeah,
they
yeah, yeah.
destroy
of
the
course.
wood.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Lisa Toure was here yesterday, but you arrived last night. Anyway, she said that they said, too bad they didn't see you yesterday. My husband needs something for his beard.
Oh yeah.
Because you do sell those, but Alan could probably put some of these in the shop because we don't have any bone beer beads in the shop, do we?
I don't know.
I don't think we do. I think we just have some leather ones and some silver ones. I should hold it like that.
No. I'll have to go back and produce some more then.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Crack the whip or the beard. Also, Lisa doesn't live too far from here. Lisa Turdo, not the other one. So
Okay.
she will-
Then
Yeah.
I'll just tidy up a little bit and then I'm off for this time.
Yeah, but you're coming back. Are you going to come back for the French?
Later in towards the end of the month, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. And now I need to go back home to have my sauna because you haven't got a sauna here and I need to get cleaned up.
Oh, you're a proper Norwegian. You have a sauna.
Yeah,
You're
of
competing with the Finlanders now.
Yeah.
Oh no! Enjoy
So-
your sauna.
Thank you. I will.
Let me know if you
And-
want to come for
and-
the French.
And little beer, to fill up because you sweat a lot and then you have to fill up with a little bit of beer.
Do you have to hit yourself with pine needles afterwards?
Well,
We used to do that in Minnesota.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Juniper or something. Not juniper. Those are too strong. But balsam pine. Furu.
Furu?
I think it was.
Oh.
Yeah.
Björk in Norway, I suppose.
Yeah,
Björk
björk.
Yeah,
is-
birch.
Why do you do that, by the way? Why do you smack yourself with leaves when you're...
It's to
Sauna?
get sweat going,
Ah,
and it's fresh leaves,
Yeah.
So you get the scent
ah,
from fresh leaf. You smell like fresh wood.
ah! That's why all the Saxon women like the Vikings.
Maybe.
We need a sauna here.
Yeah. Okay. See
We'll
you.
see you then. Bye, Ivan. Thank you for showing us.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Yeah, I'm leaving too.
Are you leaving me?
Yeah.
Oh, it's okay.
Yeah.
You were kind of cold today too, and you've been outside.
Yeah.
Does he have metal work with him, by the way? No, I don't think Ivan has metal work
No,
normally.
I haven't seen anything.
No, I think he does mostly bone and and wood. Yeah, he does wood carving too.
Yeah.
Is there a predator that eat reindeer?
Yeah.
Which one?
Wolf.
Do we have wolves up there?
No, not up there.
No.
Wolverine.
A wolverine.
Yeah, they can eat reindeer.
Do we have wolverine up? I didn't even know
Yeah,
that.
we have lots of Wolverine in
I
Norway.
didn't know that. Ah, I'm learning. I have a wolverine in Minnesota, I think, as well, but I barely see them.
Yeah.
No, so you're leaving me?
Yeah.
Do you have a moon harp?
Not on my.
So I can't make you play a song before you go?
Not on my person.
You had it in your hand, you little tour.
No, sorry, not now.
I will get you. That was evil of. Bye. Thank you, though. Okay, so plant. Who got the Valurt? Valurt in Norwegian or camphor? I think is what I had to look it up on Wikipedia. I think it's called camphor in Norwegian. Let's see, what else did I mint? Yeah, those are made from bone. He sells them for 300 kroners, so they're about twice as much as Rune's, but Rune's doesn't have all the decoration on them and everything, and it's got a small eye. So he wanted to know what I thought of them, and I thought, oh crap, you got to bring those by and show them on YouTube, because I thought I got Nalbinders, they want to see those. The shipping, unfortunately, is still almost 500, but you can get quite a few of them sent for 500. I think I can send them with post for slightly less, but they're not tracked, so that's kind of the problem there. But eventually we'll get them. But if you're in Norway, the shipping is flat rate. I think is maybe 55 kroner, because you can fit them in a small envelope with a little bit of cardboard to keep them from bending. So anyway, so there you go. If you have someone coming through Norway that can pick you up a package. Oh, crap. I missed him, Heidi. The other Heidi is here. Anyway, but I'm sure he'll be talking to you soon. And hello. Let's see. And Susan's in Adirondack. She's having hot and beautiful weather. That's probably what it is on the other side of Norway right now, in east. There's Torben writing the books. Okay, so Norrønaguder, which means the Norse gods, and the levende døde, the living dead. My kids would totally like that. Both of them are by Johan, or looks like Johan, but Johan Egerkrans. So if you look up in the chat, you'll see it, that Torben wrote it. But the pictures in that book was amazing. Yeah, something with the yellow flowers as you're thinking of. I know which one you're thinking of, and I'll show you that one. I mentioned it early, see how you can remember. But this one I need help with. I wrote Lisa, who usually is in this house. What is this one? It looks like raspberries, but I don't know if that's raspberries or if that's something else. If I can get closer. Let's see. Zoom. You can see they've got weird soft little flowers, so it almost looks like a raspberry bush. I think we tried to plant them here a while ago, but suddenly there's like 6 of these popping up, so I don't think it's raspberries. And then, if we go out, this one on the ground is all over Norway. Those big leaves there, do you know what that is? That should be an easy one. They tend to grow in ditches too. And I did get I got my glasses are glued together right now because I have some new ones on order. So yep, I got them fixed on the one side. Is it bjørnebær? So it could be blackberries too, this one here, by the way. That one that I just zoomed a little too far out of. Let's see, there. It might be blackberry bushes, but those tend to come right after. But this one down here, do you know what that one is? Oh, Albert bought a grill fork from Ivan. I didn't know he made those. Louisa is in the village somewhere. I saw her walking by, so we'll catch her. I'm going to get her to play. She got a bone flute, so I think she needs to play that. But it's at 6 o'clock. That's actually technically when we close the village, and the Vikings are super hungry, so they go and get something to eat. We call it Viking o'clock. Also, the grocery store closes at 6 o'clock today, so they might have ran to try to catch something before it closed. So then they'll come in soon. That one there is strawberries. I don't know, they'll come up with little yellow or white flowers, and then the middle of them turns into a strawberry. But they're not the big ones like you see in the grocery store. They're wild strawberries. See if I can get up now. At least I wasn't hanging my ass over the fence for everyone again. I got some more plants to show you. I had to, the Volert one I thought was really cool. Okay, now this one's going to be easy. And I have no idea if we had these in the Viking Age, but getting rid of them is just not possible. Who recognizes this? And you can color with this one, actually. You can use the leaves. And I think you can get a nice pretty green out of it. I got this nice yucky, pukey color. Yeah, it's Lerviton. Lerviton in English is... Yep. So it's dandelion. Yeah, Lerviton is dandelion. So I took this one up, roots and all. I didn't even have time to clean it. Threw the dandelion flowers and the leaves and the roots. Oops, sorry, that cracked big time. Or that switched big time. Not cracked. And I made what I call dandelion gut yarn. I believe Albert has some wrist warmers made out of that. Dandelion gut yarn. Strawberry plants have to be bullied before they produce berries. Yep, they're a hardy plant. Those things grow through ditches everywhere. This is another one. This is also, this is the same plant that I just showed you that I can't figure it out. It looks like raspberry and it looks like, I have to go back a little bit. It looks a bit like raspberry and it looks a bit like blackberry. Maybe if I hold it still. Clearly it doesn't itch. See if I can get it to focus. No, it's not focusing. But from there it almost looks like it could be, but it's way too early for blackberries. It was the hat, is that right? He says, Albert says, I only have the hat that, yeah. Soolbar. I think you're right, Torben, I think you're right. I think it's soolbar, which is, oh my God, what is soolbar called in English? It's, not sunberries, which is what it directly translates to. They're currants, I think. You can eat them, but you will have a hell of a stomach ache. But you can make stuff with it. This one is another one. I don't know what it is. Blackcurrant, thank you. I'm not sure what this one's going to be. I think it's a tree. At least it looks like a tree. But this one is sprouting up. It's nice to see because we need more trees. But the dirt doesn't go too deep here before you start hitting nothing but rocks. So it takes a while to get things to establish. And then we have sheep that like to go next to anything. I think that's a tree. You make pickles with them. You could probably do that with blackcurrant. Let's see. Oh, and then of course clover all over the place. My kids like to find 4-leaf clovers here. Apparently we have quite a few of them. But you can eat the clover too. We have a lot of clover growing on the roofs, so we get these little purple flowers. See, I'll jump up again so I don't make you more sick. Here's another little one. Karl's going to join us in a little bit, by the way. Can you name that one? I have no idea what this is either. I don't think this is an edible one, though, but who knows? Ah! Torben uses blackcurrant for schnapps. That would make sense. That could handle it. We used to have ramsons growing here, but I don't think it survived. It survived like 1 or 2 years, but it was just a very small amount of it. I'm in the neighborhood for it, but I don't see it. No, I see where it's supposed to be, but I don't see it growing up yet. It's basically a wild onion. But we might have to go and pick that again. Unfortunately, we have to drive about an hour from here to get to it. And then it's all over the roadsides on the west coast. Okay, this one, okay, so this garden needs to be maintained. Whoever used to stay here before is going to cry. But do you recognize that one? It should probably not be in the garden. They're very small yet, which means this is perfect for making teas and soup. And to give you a little hint, if I touch them, I will start scratching. Yeah, it's nettles. Stinging nettles are those, but they're small like this and they don't have flowers on it. Brennisla in Norwegian, yeah. If they're small like this and don't have any flowers on them, they're perfect for picking and making soups, and you can make a tea with it. You can dry it and sprinkle it on your eggs. It's really good and a huge source of iron, so it's actually really quite good for that. Another thing you can do with it when they're this young like that is to dye with them, but you might as well just get the old ones for that. I think when they're this age, they're perfect for eating. Yeah, you can see how big they are compared to my finger. There is a way to pick them, which will do the least amount of damage, is if you grab them with your pads of your fingers. But if I put it on my skin, I'll start getting little blisters. Let's see. What else can I show you? There's more of these bushes. Let's see if we get it to turn. Pick them by the stem. Yeah, I guess you could. I use gloves. I have these leather gloves that are made. Okay, my gimbal's gonna fly, sorry. There, it needed to straighten out. I still can't, yeah, maybe they are. I think you're right. I think these are soolbar. Apparently we have like 4 or 5 bushes of them growing around here now. They just usually get picked clean. I see this one's leaning left. Or leaning towards the fjord. Black currant in Jordbar. Audra knows? Okay, yeah, Audra stayed in a house very close to this one. So she knows. Okay, I've got more. These ones have been growing here for a lot of time. And I love to pick them, and I see I have to pick them soon because they're starting to flower. And you're supposed to pick them before they flower. And everyone should know this one. They're really good. Maybe it's pining for the fjord, Kaya. I think you're correct, by the way. Hello, Kaya. I think I heard the door open where your brother might be coming out. Kaya is Karl's sister. One of them. Gräslurk, yeah. Gräslurk is chives in English. But what you're supposed to do with these is nip the tops off so they don't go to seed. And then you can eat them as well, but then you can cut these too and they'll just keep growing. But if we take all the flowers off there anyway, it'll keep growing. But these things come up every year and they're so good. So basically you want to eat a whole crap load of them and then go talk to every tourist you see. I'm sure they'll thank you. At close corona unfriendly range. Oh, but they're so good. You can put that on everything. So wild onions, these are chives though, was apparently something in Viking Age. They even have some ocean onions. I've not even known about that. They grow down by the beaches. More trees that have seem how to survive. This is what happens when we keep the sheep away from the house area. You need the book for edible plants. I agree with you, Albert. It's Lisa Nelson. She's the one who makes the glass beads here, though. But she knows everything about herbs, herbology, and plants. So I had to send her Louis Vuitton. You're right. That was dandelions, the other one. But yeah, so I had to send her a message and ask her what the heck that thing was called. The Valdurt or the camphor. Yeah, that's a Viking boat, not a ship. Why is it a boat and not a ship? Because size does matter. This is no longer seaworthy though. Unfortunately, it was treated, it's tarred every year, but unfortunately it was tarred when it was still wet and not completely dry, which no longer makes it seaworthy. So it has been on display for 10-15 years here in Gudvangen anyway. So this is part of the tour when you take a tour with Karl or Greg or Rune or Roger, for example. Then they'll tell you about the Viking travel in it. How many people do you think can fit in that boat? I'll see if I can get Karl to show here. I have to walk around the nice built fences though, because now they're no longer sunken down and I'll fall on my butt. It's sadly too short to be classified as a ship. 84 people is right out. 5 is too few. Albert, there's another reason why it's not classified as a ship. What else is it missing? 12 might be pretty close. I think you can get more than that in there, but we'll go around the fence and you can see it behind me in a minute. You say a dozen? A sail, yeah, it's missing a sail. There's no mast. If there was a mast on it, it would be more or less likely to be a ship. So now we can go this way. Now I'm going to turn again. Greg noticed, by the way, Peruta, that those socks were done, so he's super excited. I told him he could have the green ones, but they're too thin for his feet. So he'll have to do something. This one, the name of the boat, and anyone who want to guess if they can read that? Albert, I think, knows what it's called because he guided here last year. We had another boat just like this down by the Fjord Hotel. Unfortunately, a storm smashed it to pieces, but it is in repair right now on an insurance. So, and that boat was called Njardar, but this boat is only got 4 letters in its name. You forgot the name. Okay, well, the first one is obviously an R, because that hasn't changed much, but the other 3 letters, if you can guess. 16, that could be close. I'd say Yeah, 12 can row and 20 at max, I think it is. Yeah, I think you're right, 12 can row. We'll take a look in a minute. RAV, no. Rav means amber, by the way. No dragon head, because it scares land spirits. Albert knows this one. Albert, is it something like you can't have the dragon heads on? It's bad luck or something to have them on while on land? While it's beached? I'm not too sure on that one though, so we can ask Karl too. But yeah, so when it's on, for some reason when it's on shore, when it's on land, as you can see, it's not parked in the water, no dragon heads. We do have the dragon heads for them somewhere though. Does it say Rus, R-U-S? That would be quite cool, but nope, there's 3 letters. Or 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's actually not a name that means anything as far as I know of. But it's Rond, R-O-N-D. And I have to ask Karl what the purpose of Rond is. But that's the name of this boat anyway. Yep, that was a nettle, Audra. We got lots of, the nettles are coming in everywhere along the fences. But we tend to not pick them when they're on the other side of the fence because that's where the tourists try to climb over. So it's a nice natural deterrent. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 planks. Is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I guess you could have 14 people rowing it. It'd be pretty cozy on the first and last, the very last seat. Ah, there's one missing here. There could be one here. So the one I'm counting on the end, and that would be like maybe one person. He'd probably be too far out of the water, maybe. Ah, Kai was thinking it could be Rune or Runa. I guess I failed. I think it could have. I thought so too when I first saw the R, but I thought, isn't that a bit egotistical for him to name the village boat after him? The chicken nesting fit as well. Yep, no, the chickens will find anywhere. Right now, the chickens are finding it really cozy to snuggle over there by the axe throwing, so we have to keep chasing them off when people throw axes. But they basically, when it's super hot, they want to push the sand up underneath their wings to cool them off. Dragon heads are forbidden on Norwegian roads. How many trees would it take to make that beast? Good flipping question. Albert, do you know? Until Karl comes out here. It's a split oak, and the keel, for example, this big piece is at least made for one mighty one. That big piece, that is the backbone of the whole boat. This one. They found one of these in Halden when they were digging. So we know there was a Viking ship there. They found that and they found some of the nails, but that's pretty much all they found of the boat, I think, if I'm right. I'm really guessing here and making assumptions. But when the keel was intact, they could tell a lot about the boat. The keel also has, sorry, I'm going a little too fast, something underneath here, iron. I see they've tarred this recently. Iron that goes all the way in the bottom there to keep it, because you can put down round logs like that underneath the boat, and my gimbal's gonna click just a second. It's cut there. No, it went somewhat smoother. And then they can drag it over the land. It looks really good when it's tarred, yeah. So I think it's nice that this is no longer seaworthy and it still gets a life. But okay, so if we put 2 butts here, you can put 3 butts in the middle there. That's 5. You could put 3 butts there, maybe. Yeah, I don't think you'd want to squish it. Well, you could try to squeeze a 4th butt in there. Let's just be nice and say 3. So that's 8. 3 more, 11. 3 more. What am I at, 14? Maybe 2 butts here. 16 and 1 butt there. Maybe 2. So what are we at, like about 18, I guess? We'll see if Karl agrees. But obviously the butts in the middle can't row, so Albert is onto something there. How much time am I killing here? Okay, you're getting like a little bit of a tour, but I'm not a guide, so I just want to let you know. That's why I don't have all the answers. Do you know what these are for? These little holes in each one. This is obviously where the oar sits, but what is that for? There's another one. And they have them on the other sides as well. I like the little things there to keep the boat from getting wrecked. Nope, the shields would slide, I believe, right here. Oops, sorry, right in between. I think they just kind of rest. But they're not for shields, actually. This is something I learned new about a year and a half ago. I didn't know about myself. I didn't even know they were there. I didn't look at the holes. But you can see them. You can see there's some damage done to the boat. Tie the oars. Yep. So you can go in reverse. Or so you can go the other direction, I mean. So if you would have your oar here, and then you'd stick a rope through there and you'd tie it around in there. And then you would be able to go the other direction if you needed to. And there's the rudder. That is detachable to get you some more speed so it doesn't cause any drag. And my favorite question for Karl, and he's really good at answering it, so I wish he was here. Where's the bathroom on this thing? Yep, Albert's written it there. The holes are for the ropes on the for the oars. Yep. This is no, it's not a battle boat. This would most likely be a ferry. So where we're standing in Gudvangen was not actually here in the Viking Age. This is actually all water up until you get to the part where it starts to go up. That's the original shoreline. Behind me, just over those walls, is the fjord, and the water came up all this way. But there's a rather long tunnel right over that way that is about 12 kilometers long. And when they built the tunnel, all the tunnel mass that was carved out of it was dumped here. So the shoreline has been extended. So what they probably did is Kaupanger is not too far away here by water. It's a pretty good boat ride though anyway. But that was an established trading town. So what they probably did, it was either ferried people or items, maybe from here over to the shore there, and then up those mountains, Stalheim Mountain, etc., is Voss, etc., and there apparently is some things up there. So they maybe had people come down and meet them halfway. I see Erica. Oh, Veshak. Yeah, thanks. Peru's got a link for Veshak there. So that's what we think. Are you going to wave for YouTube? Hello. We're still waiting for Karl. Waiting for Karl. You want to say hello?
Hello there.
So that's what the blacksmith is interested, if you're wondering. Okay, I have to ask you a really horrible question because I'm a horrible person and it's YouTube.
Okay.
This is Erica. Erica, what's it like to sleep in the blacksmith's house?
Oh my god.
As far as I know, you're just sleeping, but how is it in there? He's made this huge big bed now.
You know what?
Yeah.
It's amazing.
It's amazing?
It is
Okay.
amazing.
Well, she's glowing, so we'll just say that. Okay, I'm done putting you on that. Erica's surprised. Was he surprised? Did he know you were, did he figure out you were coming?
Yeah.
He did?
He had a mistake.
Oh.
Not mistake, but
Double. Oh, yeah, guessed wrong or double booked? Huh?
misstanke.
Oh, he suspected you.
Yeah, he suspected me.
Yeah, she called me up in the morning and said, "Are you awake? Are you still gonna ride with you when you arrive in about 20 minutes?" Sure. So
I was coming along with Karin.
Yep, she kept
Yeah.
me awake in the car. I didn't fall asleep once, I promise.
No. It was a really nice drive.
And we were singing Wham.
Yeah. You
Wake
were
me
singing
up
along.
before you go.
Wake me up. It was really fun.
Let's
Can
see who's here.
recommend it.
We got Torben here. Okay, I got to see what they said about the blacksmith thing now. We're so evil. We've had him on here so many times, especially with the infamous blacksmith sweater that only took a year and a half to make and lots of excuses.
Expected.
One could, but it wouldn't be suspected or unexpected. I like that. No, it was actually suspected. She had it right. And yes, you look very happy though. And that's Karl's sister on there.
I am.
I've embarrassed the crap out of her now.
Yeah,
Are
yeah.
Are you gonna go play with
Took me off
the?
guard.
I'm evil. Are you gonna go play with the Instagram Vikings? They're
No.
out. Oh no, they're
not
out.
now.
I thought they were gonna be in here anyway. We have a bunch of
Yeah.
influencers, but they're taking.
The girls were taking some movies with
TikTok stuff.
with the beard.
With the beard guides, all the guys that have beards.
Yeah. They took out the dresses and put on some.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Some
Did
leather.
they put on the big leather stuff now?
Yeah, the leather stuff.
Okay. No, you're lucky you missed it then. No, they were. I'll turn it this way anyway. There, you can have it, so you can look at the boat again.
Yeah.
No, they are. They were some clothing company. I think they make medieval clothes though, but sponsored them, and so they all look a little bit more historically accurate this time. But if they put on all the leather, oh hello. We'll just see if we can catch him.
Hello there.
Nope, he went away. It was a little bird that came up and sat next to us. Can't even see him now. There he goes. No. All right, I'm going to chase down Karl.
Yeah.
Or show off my needle binding now, because now I've babbled for 40 minutes about stuff I probably shouldn't. You want to look for the blacksmith? Ah, we'd like to see her going, but look at her go. She's going to go look for the blacksmith. I like it. Pruda says, I've heard stories about the blacksmith. There's his story right there. Actually, let's see, where can I go where there's enough light to show needle binding? Oh, I found a table. So if you're not sick, you will be. No, can't make YouTube look too much like a guided tour, because we actually do offer guided tours online via Zoom. There we go. But then you get all the correct information too, not the Karen's wild guessing. So one of the Insta Vikings that are here gets this hat. His name is Vidar. I think his Instagram is Fiesta Vikings. I can turn this up. There. Oh, I feel very gigantic now. No, his Fiesta Vikings on Instagram, but he was in Ukraine. He tries his car everywhere across the world, etc. But one of the places he was driving through en route on his trip this year was through Ukraine. Got stuck when the war broke out. So, and when I made the hat for Nalbinding for Ukraine, I chose more Viking, slightly Viking colors, and that's for him. I think it means more to him. Do you have your bone flute? Yeah, go get it. They've been asking. They've been asking for you. You have to bring your bone flute. You've been practicing. You're ready for this. But you're a one-man band because Rune already left. Okay, while I'm preaching over you, I'll show you how far I got on these socks. And yeah, I'm going to give them to Greg, but I don't think it's a good idea. But I've had them since 2017, so I might. She's adorable. I hope it works out with her, whatever blacksmithing she needs done. Yeah, no, they're both very, very happy and all way too cute together, so I think it'll be good. I don't know if it's an established relationship, but it might as well be. Socks are almost done. They need the toes. They're way too big for my feet, so I think Greg's going to get them. But I just wanted to say this project, there she is, that I started in 2017 is finally getting some headway. And I'm going to give them to Greg, but the reason I'm worried is because, yes, I did them and finished 2+2, but it's embroidery. Well, in some places, it doesn't even look thin in the picture, but in some places it gets a little thin. I will reinforce the joins, though I always have this problem with the joins. So we'll see how long he gets them to last, but they are a little, yeah, if I hold it, there we go. If I hold it up and get out of the way, that's what I'm worried about. I think he's going to shred these things in seconds, so.
Is that for Greg?
Yeah, I'm going to let him have them because they're way too big for my feet, and they're too colorful to put in the store.
Too colorful for the store.
Oh yeah, she wants neutral colors in the store because that's what the people buy. So okay,
That's
if I put
strange.
them online,
Usually-
yeah.
Usually people buy like what is.
I would think so
bizarre
too.
colors. Yeah.
No, so if I put them online, the Americans would love the colors, but for some reason the Norwegians just want the neutral colors.
Oh, yeah, of course.
But anyway, there's a Karl. Okay, so I have to show you. I'm like looking down my nose at them. There we go. Okay, you're gonna play.
Yeah.
You have to play now.
Is it the last minute?
No, you got 17 minutes and I found a Karl, so I have some questions for Karl too. There he is. We were looking at the boat. How many people can fit in that boat?
You can fit more, but optimal numbers would be 12 rowers and 1 man to
Crap!
steer it.
You
So
people who guessed
13.
12 were closer.
Well, 13 is that's the optimal.
Yeah?
You can squeeze in an extra man in the middle of each tiller, so you can add 6 more.
So I
Now
guessed
you
18.
Yeah,
But I counted 18 butts.
18 butts you can do, but it should be pretty nice weather and you should be pretty confident before you do that, because it's going
Yeah.
and if you go on a long trip like that, that's going to be very, very dickish indeed.
Okay, so Karl, there was another question. Where is the toilet on that thing?
Everywhere.
You just lunge over and have your bit?
I would try to check the wind. You don't want to pee into the wind because that can backfire, literally. But aside from that, feel free. Enjoy yourself.
What if you have to go number 2?
Then the wind isn't that much of an issue, but you should probably have your butt on the outside of the boat.
Did we have some other questions there? I was trying to think of. How fast can the boat go? I didn't actually cover that.
That one is not super fast because you have to row it. I believe the fastest Viking ships is somewhere in the vicinity of 14 knots.
Yeah?
Notice 14, not 40.
Yeah, that's a big difference.
Yes, 40 would be a little bit faster than normal warships nowadays. But no, I don't really know. It kind of depends. With very good rowers, you might get it up to maybe somewhere close to that, but not for long hauls.
Would you ever put a mast on a ship like that? A boat?
You kind of have to take that into account when you build it. If we can go over, I can
Yeah.
show you what time.
We've got time, and then we've got time for some fluting. I'm going to turn this around so I don't walk into the wall. Okay, I'm going to have to turn this so it's facing you because I think the microphone in the front isn't working very well. And there.
For it to be a mast on it, you have to think of that when you lay the keel. The keel has to have basically a lump on it that is big enough and solid enough to hold the mast. And the I don't know the term for it, but when the wind blows on the sail,
Yeah.
the sail will bend the mast or try to bend the mast. So the area holding the mast has to be super solid, and that has to be basically the spine of the boat. So you have to build it with a spine that kind of works. If you put the mast on this one,
Yeah.
even wind like this would probably break it, and this is no wind.
Okay. And then I remember, because I guessed everything, and I don't know if I'm perfectly right. This boat here, would you go raiding with it?
It depends. How good
Yeah.
friends are you with the inhabitants of Bakka and Ireland?
Because they're very close.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. That's what I was thinking. So I said, no, you wouldn't go raiding for this. My guess is that this would be more like a ferry boat or a very small export-import, like very local, like
You can
Kaupanger to
use
here.
it for. You can obviously use it for a raid because it can put 12 men somewhere surprising.
Yeah. You just lay them on the ground there.
But if you want to go to somewhere far away like England, I would go with the mast.
Okay. So what would you think this boat was then? Intentionally used for a boat this size?
Well, basically any kind of travel. I don't think it's a trading ship, at least not trading in bulk goods. Then you would want something wider and
That right there.
more designed to carry a big load. But you can use it for fishing, you can use it for riding, you can use it as... you can use it basically, if you are a chieftain and you have 12 men who are loyal enough that you can just, when you go up in the morning and you can go, hey, boys, we are going to Lardal. And they go,
Lardal.
sir, yes, sir. Then you can basically use it as your personal Ferrari or sports car.
Kaya calls it kortreist plundring.
Yep.
Short travel plundering.
Yes, you could do
Plundering.
that.
Today we're raiding our lawn, says Torben. There will be no loot, no women, and no drink. Only our land and some farmers' school. Viking Ferrari, says Vaishak. Vaishak was wondering, so Vikings had vessels to carry large amounts of water for everyone in the boat?
If you have to go on a long trip,
That's actually a good question.
You wouldn't carry water. You would carry alcohol. if water will rot by barrels, so the water will very quickly start to taste like rotten wood.
Yeah.
But alcohol kind of stops this process. So you would be, if you go on a long trip in the Viking Age, you would probably be slightly drunk for most of it.
All you need to know is where the toilet is. Would you, now if you were going to have to go to the bathroom, would you even bother to walk to the end of the boat and do your business, or would you just do it in the middle? I'd like to propose the good questions. Where would you, if you had to choose on this boat here, where would you pee?
I don't think I would put a lot of thought into it unless the weather was bad.
How much beer did you drink, though? If you drank a lot of beer, mead.
Check wind, pee overboard.
Pee overboard. But if you're in the middle and you check the wind, then maybe you're okay in one direction, but your friends might not be.
Yeah, but you don't really want to move around on the boat a lot unless you have to.
No.
So,
Then you gotta walk low.
I think it also would be kind of dangerous accidentally peeing on a
Depends
Viking
on the
who
wind.
has been rowing who is probably annoyed and has been rowing for hours. Then being peed on by your neighbor is probably not a good thing.
It depends on your friends. But also she writes, Karin writes, water goes stale. That's a good point. Yep. I wonder if I had any more questions on the boat, but...
But the typical Viking ship would be something like Ragnar Thorsat's boat. What do we call them again?
Come with me, we gotta go find Louisa.
They are wider and generally taller than the long ships.
The gimbal got stuck again. There
They
you go.
cannot be rowed, or they are very bad rowing boats. You sail them, and they are designed to carry a lot more cargo than your standard Viking ship.
Yeah. Okay, Louisa. We're ready for you. Actually, while she comes out from where she went, the gimbal's screwed up again. Hang on a minute. See if I can get it to... Ha-ha! It just suddenly snaps into place. I'll show one more thing while... I think she went to go find... Oh, there she's got the bone, the flute. Okay, so there was one other thing. I have to look down on you again because the table's too low. I feel very tall. We were watching, what was that TV show? The Tick? And you have like the tall naked man. I could be the tall naked woman.
The very large man.
The very large man, yeah. So this is that wonderful yarn that my that Liga, a former coworker, brought back from Latvia for me. And this is another UFO that I started around the same time as the socks. I had to start it immediately because I couldn't wait to test the yarn. I forgot something very important about this yarn. It has a distinct odor to it. Sheep, I'm guessing. I don't know. I didn't think it was a bad odor. But I went to Gudvangen and I left this on the kitchen table so I'd pick it up when I got back. The start I have on a hooded, or on a cowl, looks like this when I got home, and it's on the floor. So I have somebody watching my cats when I'm away. My neighbor comes up and plays with them every day for the 2 days I'm gone, 2-3 days. What does anybody have this problem? Has a wool that has a certain smell that your cats decide it is like catnip? And just destroy. Look at it all. I have to pick it out and do it again, but it's not that many rows, so it's fine. But here comes the beard struggle.
An actual spray bottle with actual catnip, and you also have 2 kids.
I have a spray bottle with actual catnip and 2 kids, yeah. But they did this to it. I don't know what in the heck they were thinking. Viking boat HMS, do not stand in the boat. Health and what does HMS stand for? It's the safety, basically.
HMS in this context is probably His Majesty's ship.
Yeah. Here comes Louisa. But I can also see the blacksmith. And behind the blacksmith is all the Insta-Vikings. And that's Grethe with him. So anyway, if you recognize that problem with the wool, tell me what in the crap it is. Because for some reason the wool that comes from Latvia does that. Sends my cats going craving. There she is. Not you, but you can say hi. We may or may not have asked a certain lady what it was like to sleep in the blacksmith's house. You haven't been there? No? Oh, God, that's horrible. It was you. Now, Louisa's going to play this first. Do you want to hear? You got a drum. Can you drum too? Yes? Okay, then we got a little band going. We've got 5 minutes left of YouTube. That's the influencers back there, the Insta Vikings. Oh, they definitely have their leather on now. Christina looks like she's got to pee. No, she doesn't. She's just dancing or something. Anyway, I will turn this around so we get the microphone that's working. Play some Iron Maiden, says Torben. Okay, so we got 5 minutes left. You guys can jam until we're done.
Yeah.
We got to get Greta.
Or you can sing.
You can sing too. Yeah, absolutely.
So you can play.
Whatever language you want to sing in.
Ut med mat till vind I segel vill få.
Louisa doesn't know this song. Neither do I.
I cannot play with that.
You start
I
then.
can play
Well,
drum.
we have enough for 2 songs. We have enough for 2 songs. You can. Okay, so we
I
can
am
do.
singing and she is doing this.
Yep, I was gonna say she doesn't know that song. She's from Russia,
From Russia,
not Norway.
Roa ut med mat till vind I segel vill nå. Knarren bryter bølgegrønne blå. Langt øst I sund og fjord ligger Tønsberg, borg og by. Fara utom vill med vett mot himmel, hav og sky. Jeg hav hester 3 klar med mannskap I. Vinden bær og segl I råa riv. Langt vest I Norges land. Nei, det var ikke sånn.
Det var ikke så means no. That's not how it goes.
Langt
If you're here next week, you've got 1 more week to figure it out. Not with the fact that you did one. Anyway,
I have the
huge applause. I see.
have the line.
You have to put hearts on. Okay, and then you have to play the flute. You gotta show them
Play
that.
the drum.
You can. Oh, Karl can play the drum. You look, Karl. You know how to play the drum? He looks so panicked.
There are invertebrates with more sense of rhythm than I have.
Invertebrate with more sense of rhythm than Karl.
Sorry.
No, it's okay.
It's him that have made this song. I'm very sorry for.
Okay, Louisa's got to play her flute. We got to get that in. We got 3 minutes to go, so and then you can do.
I can take the rest.
Oh, you want to take the rest? Oh, I'm sorry. Finish.
Når vi ut suder for Norges lange land. Vi setter kurs for Eigesund havn. Med kurs for Orknøy og spent alle mann. Da de heimlige strender bak store bølger svang. Da sier Rønvald styrker med en by av høye mål. Balune det som I havet rår. Der under kjøra bor I djupet der det sving. Om det liv som rår I hav, som skip I havn var.
Oh, you're getting a lot of clap emojis now. Okay, and you have time for the flute. If it goes over 1 hour, it's not a big deal. It's just you 2. Okay,
This is deer bone flute. This is made
Deer
out
bone.
of his leg. Yes.
you're playing his leg.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's always a good, healthy story. I like that you've got this sadistic little that deer lived so that you could.
Yeah. They also use the sheep bone.
Sheep bone, yeah?
Yeah, but the flute was smaller. And
Yeah.
it was only 3 holes in it.
Ah,
And when you play, you need to put your finger and like
to
do
make
something.
the.
Yeah.
Do you have like a? What do you use for a mouthpiece, or is it just skinny? The shape.
Mm?
The mouthpiece, if I can hold it for a minute. Oh, it's just very narrow, and you have a little something to block the bone on the end.
Yeah.
A piece of bone is wedged in there. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. No pressure. I know you've been practicing all week.
Can you play drum, please?
Can you drum for her?
Yes,
Yeah.
thank you.
All right. Give her a beat. No. Good timing, Gertrude.
Yeah.
Wait, sorry.
to get a picture of you two later for Facebook, the
Yeah,
Viking
it's a
Valley
bit
Facebook stories.
difficult to play because it's broken now.
Let's see, I have to look at the chat here. Is it broken? It sounds perfect. Oh, you've got even more claps and hearts.
Thank you. Thank you.
That's bad.
One same, hello, where that's a new name. Is there a big sound difference between bamboo flute and bone flute? Do you know?
Bamboo flute.
Bamboo, well, bamboo wouldn't be found here, obviously.
Yeah.
Have you ever tried?
No, I'm from the Viking Age.
You gotta ask someone from the south, Vaishak. And the closest
I
we
have
have
no
to bamboo
idea.
is a pine tree, maybe. No,
If you have time, I can take English. So, if they want.
we have time for one English song. Would you like?
Yeah.
Okay, we have time.
Far away over the sea are you on your journey, seafarer, looking for a land new. Oh, behind those waves, cold grey, a home. And when you come to shore, look up in the sky, stars still shining bright for you.
Oh, good job! You hit the high note too. I can't even hit a note. Kaya says, "I hope I can come visit you this summer and hear you in person." Well, we're gonna go visit Kaya, I'm assuming, for your other sister's wedding. Yeah. Yep. So we'll see you at least then, anyway. Heidi Marie says, "Hi, Gratulerer fra Ulva och Eiril." She's over there waving. Torben would totally buy the album. Just saying. Okay, so then we will see you guys. Those high notes were good, says Vaishak. Oop. Yay! Are you gonna come play with us next week too?
Yes, of course.
Are you gonna play another instrument? We're gonna give you a new one every time.
Yeah, I hope so.
You can play whatever you want, actually. No, you can play the same one too. I'm just joking. Because last week you had the jaw harp, and then you
Yeah.
have this one this week. And then you were playing the drums, so and the
Next
little rattle
time,
thing.
I hope it will be bukkehorn.
And the book horn, oh, it would be nice,
Goat
yeah.
horn.
As a goat horn. That would be so cool.
As long as it isn't the water-filled ocarina, everything
Yeah.
is fine.
I have one of those. I could bring it next time and she could play it. It's this little pottery thing in the shape of a bird, and you put a little bit of water on it. And what kind of a noise does it make, Karl?
Makes the sound of death.
The sound of death. Karl, can you sing Moon River?
I would be surprised. I would probably have to know the song and the lyrics for it to be able to do
Moon
that.
River. It was on Greece, but when they played Moon River at the school dance, everyone bent over and showed the moon. That's all you have to do. I'm just kidding. You have to watch Greece. Okay, Kaya says do it. I don't think you want to see Karl's
There will
moon.
be no mooning today.
Kaya says, come on! Free birch. Oh no, free bird. Maybe not. Okay, no, we're done. See you on next Saturday, same time. 6 o'clock. Bye-bye. End.